Welcome back to Boss Girlified. It is your girl Tima, and yeah, we're gonna do a little makeup tutorial. It all starts with prep, of course. When it comes to skincare, which is always first, girls, always remember, I always go for stuff that's really hydrating when I'm about to do my makeup. So typically, I use this vitamin C cream by Banish. It's very moisturizing, but it's also not heavy. So it's perfect for my under foundation base. But I'm like almost out of this, so which is really unfortunate. But lately I've been mixing that with my Nivea cream. I always go in with like either a lip mask or a lip balm. I always go in with a very hydrating toner, like the Numbers-In No. 3, which I'm almost out of. A sunscreen. I love to use like a very hydrating dewy finish serum, so I've been using the Glow Deep Rice Serum by Beauty of Joseon. Now for makeup, I'm not going to do this in any specific order, but I always go for hydrating products, of course, because I'm a dry girl and I live in Arizona with this dry ass heat, so I need some hydrating moisturizing products. So lately what I've been using is the Camo blush in this color right here. If you're a dark skin girl or brown skin girl, this is gonna be your bestie. Even if you're not, like, I feel like that is just such a good summer bright. And for primer, I've been using the Power Grip with 4% niacinamide. For concealer, I've been using the Kosas with a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury to kind of brighten that up a little bit. The e.l.f. Halo Glow and the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Sky High Mascara. e.l.f. HD powder, but this is honestly a little bit too drying for me personally, so I use it very lightly. And then I've actually been really rocking with the Beauty Wand by Charlotte Tilbury e.l.f. brown eyeliner. This has been my favorite thing for the summer. That's pretty much everything I'm gonna be using. Before I think of putting anything on my face, I do skincare. This is gonna sound a little outrageous, but sometimes I do 2 layers. I have extremely dry skin. Like, I'm sure you can tell the difference already how hydrated my skin looks, and it feels even better. I go in with a good glow serum. Ooh, my skin is looking so hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Hi.
No. Hydrated.
Hydrated? What?
Oh my god, that video lives in my head rent free. I didn't know I could open this, so I'm very happy now. Okay, moisturizer is on. By the way, I'm gonna have all of these products in the bio down below. So you want to do this kind of quick, but this is something I've been putting into my routine lately, and I'm about to put y'all on. It is so crazy to think about this, but when you put on makeup, you're not gonna be able to touch your face for at least a couple of hours. Your face is gonna be tight in certain areas. I feel like it's so important to just get your muscles kind of a little bit relaxed before you do your makeup, and it just feels so good, especially when you like focus on areas that you're really tend to be tense in. Oh man. And then I'm gonna go on with the niacinamide primer by e.l.f. and I haven't been using too much of this because I don't know, my skin just can't handle too much on my face during the summer. I go in with my e.l.f. brow lift, but I mix it with the Essence Make Me Brow. Dip it into the brow lift, or an edge control. Honestly, edge control works just as well. I just brush it through my brows. I'm gonna like kind of zoom you in a little bit. No.
Your flop era is low-key serving. What the fuck does that mean?
I kind of just brush and mold. Next, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Granite. Listen here, okay? Before I summon the hair color theory police. For me personally, Granite looks the best on me. I've just come to that conclusion and no one can convince me otherwise. Where is my brow brush? Basically, I'm gonna just focus on the part first that I think is the most sparse in my brows, which is right in this area. and then I kind of just feather it up. I use a very small amount of product to really get it that nice, not too harsh, but still black color. Here at the very end, I add a little bit more product.
Only 'cause you know you poppin', yeah. You got it, girl, you got it. Hey. You got it, girl.
It's gonna give off a hint of unibrowness. First, I go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter right at like the high points of my face. And now, everywhere else, basically, I'm gonna put the e.l.f. and then I take my concealer brush and grab a little bit of foundation. I conceal my brows with that.
Hey. You got it, girl, you got it.
Bro, I did that in one swipe. And it's perfect. And now I kind of have to uglify it a little bit to match the other brow. Now I'm gonna use this like concealer brush from BK Beauty. It's another YouTuber's brushes. She actually reached out to me, or like her team reached out to me and was like, hey, like we saw your videos, we would love to send you some brushes. I'm like, girl, I already got some brushes and I love them. I'm just gonna use like the angled part of this brush. Let me see if I can focus. It just wants to focus on me so bad. I'm gonna use this angled part of the brush to blend in the concealer around my brows, and then I'm gonna use this part to blend in the high parts of my foundation. See, this alone is already like, I would be so fine with just doing this with my makeup. And then I'm gonna use like a bigger version of that concealer brush to blend in the rest of my foundation. This is the 101. It's the same brand, BK Beauty. I genuinely like these brushes. Like, I'm not getting paid to say I like these brushes. I just like them. And boom. I'm gonna use the Kosas concealer, and this is not very heavy, so you kind of gotta put a lot on there if you are going for like a full beat. I'm gonna put on a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury, and then I'm gonna put my Kosas concealer basically everywhere where I put the Charlotte Tilbury, except for I like to do the corners of my mouth as well. And I'm gonna let all of that sit for a minute while I do my contour. So I'm gonna do my nose contour first. And so I kind of do this like V, drag it up just a little bit. I like to mostly just follow the shape of my nose, just kind of drag it in just a little bit, and then just do a cute little line right where I stopped. And I always make sure to bring it into like this part of my, like I said, I just kind of follow my natural like crevice right here. And that's how I get it to look the most natural and not like a straight line down my nose. And then I'm gonna put this same contour basically everywhere where you contour. On my jawline and in that area. So now using my foundation brush, I'm going to quickly blend this in, but I'm gonna use like the blunter end of this to do that. So more focused right here, and then like kind of pack it up. Luna, what are you chewing on now? Are you insane? You just destroyed 2 of my makeup products. Move. Look at this little gremlin. Bye. And then I'm going to blend in my under eye with that same flat concealer brush. I'm gonna kind of drag it into my nose to kind of reverse conceal. Honestly, I've noticed that the real secret to just getting a really flawless base is to just spend a lot of time blending, because it's real easy to look at it at first and be like, God damn, I look crazy. If you're just really patient with it and just really take your time blending and blending some more and blending even more and just have a somewhat decent technique when it comes to blending, you'll be fine. And I apply 2 dots on each cheek, and then using this brush, which also happens to be BK, I'm going to blend in my cheekbones And then I'm gonna use the extra that's left over on the brush to kind of dab over my nose a little bit. And I really try not to drag it in too much to my cheeks, but I do kind of blend the nose blush in with my cheeks, if that makes sense. So I kind of just make sure it's all along right here, but mostly concentrated right here. Before I do my liquid highlighter, I've actually just been doing powder. I only use a little bit on a brush like this. This is the Real Techniques 402. So just take a little bit of that and dab it in the areas that are going to get kind of greasy looking, or just any areas I don't want shine in, to kind of emphasize the shine that's in other places. And then I just take a big fluffy brush and just lightly dab a little bit of that on there and kind of just dust everything off, and more so like pat the powder in, then rub it off. Since my dog made my eyeliner look like this, I'm gonna have to kind of try to accommodate a little bit. I'm going to just do a cute little wing and kind of blend it up a little bit to make it a little less harsh, make it almost look like an eyeshadow. And then I do a couple of faux freckles as well with it. Pat that in. Somehow I managed to make that work, but that's definitely done and over now. So now I'm just gonna do a little hint of eyeshadow. I don't typically do eyeshadow, and if I do, it's very little, but I'm gonna use this big fluffy brush to just dust over some of this amber color right here on my eyelids. And I'm also actually gonna use a little bit of that for my cheekbones as well. And now, for my favorite part, we're gonna do highlighter. So I've just been applying this basically a little bit right on top of the blush that I did, but more so like right above it a little bit. So like right in this little area right here. And then I'm also gonna do that on my nose, but I'm actually just gonna more directly apply it. I'm going to do the Sky High mascara all over my eyelashes. I like me a good visible bottom lash. I'm gonna use the shade Mauve. I'm just gonna apply it. And now while that dries down, I'm gonna do my lashes off camera because I get pretty into it when I put my lashes on. Okay, lashes are on. I don't remember exactly what lashes these are, but I think they're from Amazon. I'm gonna try to talk really fast because my camera is about to die, but I'm just gonna, satisfyingly peel this off. Ow, I just pinched my lip. Oh yeah, and then at the middle, I'm gonna use this Color Stay pencil in the middle. And then I'm gonna use the Rhode lip tint, peptide lip tint. This is in the shade Toast. And that is the finished look, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching today's video. It has been your girl Tima, and I will see you on another video soon. Bye guys.